A very good morning to all of you class 6. I hope you all are doing well at home. Today we will start reading comprehension exercises in your English grammar book. These exercises are on page number 104. So we will start doing reading comprehension. Today is the 21st of May 2020. Let us first understand what will be the objective of reading comprehension. That means why should we, at the end of doing this reading comprehension, what should we learn? Okay, we will want to develop skills to understand the content of a given text. So I, as your teacher, would want all of you at the end of the reading comprehension classes to develop skills to understand what is given in the content, understand the content in any given text. And I want you all to develop ability to infer information and meaning from the text. Children, infer means to find out the outcome, the result. Okay, to find out the outcome, information and meaning from the text. I would want all of you to be able to conclude the information, to figure out the information and meaning from the text. This would be the learning objective of our reading comprehension activity. Okay, now very useful hints. Reading comprehension, some very useful hints. When we are doing a reading comprehension, what should we do to make it more effective? First thing, read the passage quickly to have general idea of subject it deals with. Read the passage quickly so you will get an idea what is the passage, what is the idea, what is the passage about. Then read it thoroughly. Read it thoroughly means to read it in detail, go through every line, try to understand everything, go through it in detail. Then read your questions. What are the questions asked to you? And if needed, read the passage again. If you are not able to figure out the answers quickly, then you read the passage again and answer in brief and in your words. Brief means in your short and in your words. Very important that you should try to answer in your own words. Frame your own sentences. That is what I'm trying to say. Do not add anything from your side. This is a very important thing to remember. Do not add anything from your side. It means even if you know something about the topic the passage deals with, don't add anything from your side. Whatever is given in the passage, please answer from that passage. And then try to figure out meaning of words from passage in case of confusion. Suppose there is a word and you did not understand what is the meaning of it, then try to read 2-3 lines and that will help you to understand the meaning of those words. Now let us understand some benefits of reading. Children, reading as general is a very, very good habit. During this lockdown, I know you all are having online classes and you all are busy with your classworks and homework, but please take out some time to read something which is not in your syllabus, which is out of your syllabus, which is not in your school book. It could be a newspaper, it could be a story book, it could be comics, it could be a magazine. Make it a habit. This is a very good habit. If you read a little bit before going to sleep, you will definitely get some beautiful dreams also. Okay, so children who read often and widely get better at it. The more you read, the better you get. Reading exercise our brain. Very good. It exercise your brain. It makes your brain active. It gives so many things to when you read, you are feeding your brains with so many new information and the brain thinks about it, learns new things. So it is an exercise to your brain. Reading improves concentration. When you read, it improves your concentration. Reading teaches children about the world around them. Definitely, right? You will get to know so many things about about so many things in the world. You will get so many things in detail. You may not be able to travel maybe to a very far off location, but if you read about it, you will get to know a lot of things about that place, isn't it? Then improves vocabulary and language skill. This is a very good benefit, that your reading will improve your vocabulary and your language skill. You will get to learn so many new words, and when you learn a new word, you think, you keep thinking about it. There's a new word, what is the meaning of it? And then when you learn the new meaning, you would want to use it in your language, in your speech. So that is how you improve your vocabulary and language speech. Language skills. Reading develops a child's imagination. It will bring out the creative side of you. It will give you, your mind will be will fill up with imagination. So, which is a very good thing. You should have you should always explore the creative side of your personality. Reading helps children to develop empathy. Empathy means, children, when you're able to put yourself into others' person's shoes and look at the situation from others' people opinion or from their view. That is called empathy. Alright? And yes, of course, reading is fun. So these are some very good and wonderful benefits of reading. You must start reading today if you are not, but if you are already, then that is wonderful. Alright, now I have taken exercise 1 of page number 105. This is 105. The one which is given on 104, it's already solved. So we will not repeat that. I will do this exercise which is on exercise 105. I will read it from the book. I would request all of you to please take out your books. Don't try to read it on the screen because the prints are very small. This is just an image for your information, just to give you an idea what are we reading. Okay, let us read this passage. Nearly all the sports practiced nowadays are competitive. Some plays to win. At the village level, where one picks up sides and no feeling of patriotism is involved, it is possible to play simply for fun and exercise. But as soon as the question of a prestige arises, and as soon as one feels that he and some large unit will be disgraced if he loses, the most savage combative instincts are aroused. This is the first paragraph. Anyone who has played even in a school football match knows it. At the international level, sport is frankly a mimic warfare. But the significant thing is not the behavior of the players, but the attitudes of the spectators, and behind the spectators, the attitude of the nations who work themselves into fury over the contest and temporarily but seriously believe that running, jumping, or kicking a ball are tests of national virtue. Even a leisure game like cricket, demanding grace rather than strength, can cause much ill will, as we saw in the controversy over bodyline bowling and over the rough tactics of the Australian team that visited England in 1921. Football is a game in which everyone gets hurt. Every nation has its own style of play, which sometimes seems unfair to the teams of the other nations. Worst of all is boxing. One of the most horrible sights in the world is a fight between white and colored boxers before a mixed audience. But a boxing audience is always disgusting, and the behavior of the women in particular is far from being understandable. 2 or 3 years ago, when Home Guard and regular troops organized a boxing tournament, I was placed on guard at the gate of the hall with orders to keep the women out. So this is the passage. Let us now understand. Let us follow the steps. What does it talk about? It talks about, the passage talks about the spirit of sports, not only of the players but also of the audience, how it should be taken, and what sometimes how badly it is displayed and taken. Correct? That the spirit of sports, spirits of sportsmanship, and the spirit of how much involved the audience get in the game. That is the idea, the theme behind this passage. Now, with what motive do people play games now? What is the first question? With what motive do people play games now? Can you go back to the previous this one is, it is possible simple, but as soon as the question of prestige arises, and as soon as one feels that he or some large unit to be disgraced if he loses, the most savage competitive instincts arouse. Now the question asked to us was, with what motive do people play games now? Do we play games just for fun? Just to have fun? No. Nearly all the sports are practiced nowadays are competitive, one plays to win. So this is the motive behind. The motive behind games is to win. Under what condition? Question number 2. Under what condition is it possible to play games for fun and exercise? Under what condition is it possible to play for? You go back to the first paragraph. At village level, where one picks up sides and no feeling of patriotism is involved, it is possible to play simply for fun and exercise. Okay? What is wrongly thought as a test of a national virtue? What is wrongly considered as a test of a natural virtue? Go back to paragraph 2. Here, you'll find your answer here in the last line. The attitude of nations who work themselves into fury over the contest and temporary but seriously believe that running, jumping or kicking a ball are tests of national virtue. So what is wrongly thought as a test of national virtue? The belief that running, jumping, kicking a ball are test of national virtue is wrong. Question number D. Which of the following games needs grace rather than strength? Cricket. It is mentioned here in the passage here. It says cricket is where is it? Here. Even a leisure game like cricket demanding grace than strength can cause much ill will. So here cricket is considered a graceful game. What is one of the most horrible sights in the world? What is the most horrible sights in the world? One of the most horrible sights in the world is a fight between white and colored boxers before mixed audience. That means a fight, a boxing match between a white person and a player of colored boxers. That means somebody who is not white. Okay, before mixed audience. Mixed audience means the audience you have both white and colored people. So that is the most horrible and disgusting sight. Why Why, where is it? Yes. Why was the writer placed on guard at the gate of the hall? To keep the women from coming in, to stop the women from coming in. Football is a game in which dash players are injured. Players are injured in football. Match the words in column A with their meaning in column B. Disgrace. What will be the meaning of disgrace here? Humiliate. Humiliate. Spectators, viewers, those who watch. Disgusting, causing a strong feeling of dislike. Controversy, it means dispute or disagreement. So children, this is exercise 1. I hope you all have understood it. I want you all to write this in your workbook, in your grammar book. Alright, this would be your assignment. So I hope you all have understood my explanation today, and if there is any confusion, you can please reach out to me. Thank you.